There is this delicate dance we have with finances, resources, and our time.
With what we choose to focus our energy and our minds on.
During our lives.
You see, on one hand,
we need to make a living. And for most of us, this means making money.
Sustain and maintain.
To thrive in this society.
But on the other hand,
when we die,
we leave everything behind.
Everything physical, even our bodies and the relationships that we made.
After time, they all fade away.
And the only thing that remains,
long after we're gone, is what we stood for.
What we stood for.
It's the abundance of seeds that we planted in the ground while we were alive.
It's the investments we made in our neighbors and communities.
Through our actions and our generosity.
These are the seeds we sowed
to grow behind us. So when it comes down to it,
what do I want to leave behind?
What do you stand for?
What do I stand for?
What makes you smile?
What is the change I want to see during my lifetime?
What is the change I wish for future generations?
Long after we're gone.
Because right now,
right here,
we have the privilege to affect the future generations of Hawaii.
Through education, through arts and culture,
through health and environment, through social change.
The same way that all those who came before us affected us today.
You see, we come from a long legacy of giving.
We come from people
who loved their people.
Like Queen Kapi'olani, who invested in the well-being of our women and keiki.
To Princess Bernice Pauahi before her, who invested in the education of those children.
And so on and so forth. But for some of us, we don't have endowments to pass on.
And still we are happy to give what we've got.
Knowing that we made our community better.
And they may never know our names.
But we know
that we stood for change.
You see, we believe in philanthropy.
Defined as a love
for humanity.
Sounds a lot like aloha to me.
Sounds a lot like aloha to me.
So here we are doing this delicate dance.
With our finances, resources,
and our time.
And I don't know if you have or don't have children. That's none of my business. And if so, what exactly you plan to pass on to them.
But our community's future?
That's all of our business.
So what do I have to give?
What do you have to give? What are the seeds you will leave to grow behind you
long after we venture into the unknown?
Because when we are long gone,
and this world is populated with people who we will never know,
they will remember us.
They will remember us.
The same way we remember
all those who came before us.
To create the community we now know.
And they will be grateful.
And they will be grateful.
They will be grateful that we chose to dance.